Hey guys, welcome back to Basement Sport Addicts, episode 91. Man, a lot of football going on. College football, good football, NFL, good football. All football is good football. So college, we got a little bit of baseball, basketball. Yeah, we got a good one for you. Woo!
We're the basement sport addicts, no doubt. Shouting and cheering, letting it all out. Analyzing plays, predicting the score.
Man, we have a good one for you today. A lot to talk about, so let's just get it started. We have Big Ten Championship that just happened. Two front runners for Heisman, Fernando Mendoza and Julian Sayin, battled a 13-10 victory. Very good game, Ohio State, very good defensive team. Indiana was very good. I mean, these are two front runners for Heisman. These quarterbacks are dogs, and they kind of had a defensive game in this one. Huge missed field goal there for Ohio State. He's done that before. Yeah, the Hoosiers go perfect, 13-0. Ohio State was right there, but just losing the Big Ten. Obviously, it's a championship for this, not a big deal. Like, obviously, it's a big deal to win the Big Ten championship, but if Ohio State can win the whole thing again, it does not matter. So, yeah, I mean, Mendoza messed up. He had one interception, but other than that, had a couple big throws late in the game. Literally big throws on like fourth down and stuff. Like Charlie Becker with 126 receiving yards. He had a great game. Ohio State, Jeremiah Smith, man. Whew. Yeah, 144 receiving yards there, 8 for 144. And then on the ground, Julian Sayin, holy, negative 29 rushing yards. But yeah, Bo Jackson, 83 rushing yards. Yeah, that'll play. But yeah, very defensive game, and then a missed field goal. Huge. I mean, a chip shot, 20-yarder. It was in between 20 and 25, like unreal. You cannot do that, bro. Not only is 4th and 1, you kind of got to go for that. I mean, they tie the game, and they have like 2 minutes and 44 seconds to drive down the field to kick a field goal to win it. You kind of got to, go for it. I get it. There was a defensive game. The Ohio State couldn't pass the ball for anything that game, really. Was not great offensively, but you still kind of got to get a yard. But, yeah, they win the Big Ten, but playoffs actually start. So that's what actually matters. And I'm going to actually make my predictions right now. First round, Alabama versus Oklahoma. Yeah, you're good. I got Oklahoma winning that one. Oregon, I got them being JMU. Yeah. Ooh. Miami versus Texas A&M. I got Texas A&M. Ole Miss, I got beating them. Okay, and then Oklahoma versus Indiana. I got Indiana winning that one. Texas Tech versus Oregon. I got Texas Tech. Texas A&M versus Ohio State. I do have Ohio State winning that one. Georgia versus Ole Miss. Georgia. Then we got Georgia versus Ohio State. I got Georgia winning that one. And Georgia versus Indiana. I got Indiana winning. Finals, Indiana versus Georgia, and I got the Bulldogs winning it all. Georgia Bulldogs are your 2026 college football champions. Book it here first. Obviously the Bulldogs are very good. They got dogs. A little bit of a pun there. Ha ha. But no. We got a little bit of baseball to get into. I mean, not too much. Winter meetings is upon us right now. It's kind of been slow. Last year, the winter meetings were insane. We had so many deals that went through. Not really anything going on. We kind of got Scott Harris talking about not going after so much talent, which kind of blows. I mean, he doesn't want to, sign a guy 3 years or so, blocking a guy like Kevin McGonigal or like a bunch of rookies, Hao Yu Lee type of players. But, like, come on, man. When you got, like, a Bo Bichette knocking on your door or an Alex Bregman, dude, you got to pay the big bucks. And to win a championship. I mean, you kind of got 1 year of school ball, if that, and you kind of got to go all out this year to try to win a World Series before Tarek Skubal leaves us for nothing. Um, Sucks to think that way, but that's like the only option. Happened a couple years ago with Eduardo Rodriguez. I mean, we got one of the best E-Rods on his. That was I really think those 3 months of that was the most fun watching a pitcher I've ever seen. Eduardo Rodriguez, that one couple months, he was just dominant. I mean, I feel like he was more dominant than Tarek Skubal in like a stretch. Like, dude, this was so fun to watch. Every single game, he would go 7 innings, 8 innings. Man, he almost won a complete game. But Tarek Skubal's also like just as fun. But man, we had Erod and Skubal on the same team dealing, which was fun. I think Skubal was injured during his prime, but yeah, it was still so much fun. Um, yeah, Pirates offered a 4-year deal to Kyle Schwarber. They probably won't accept it, obviously, but dude, that's impressive for the Pirates to do that. Offer a guy 4 years. That means they're willing to pay, and you got a guy in Paul Skeens, say obviously more control than Tarek Skubal, but man, this guy wants to win, and he's still on the Pirates. They're trying to win, so that's exciting to see for the Pirates for sure. Um, a guy Pete Fairbanks. Tigers need to get Pete Fairbanks, man. He is a great reliever. Set him up. If you got to get Kyle Finnegan too back. I mean, you got to get Kyle Finnegan and Pete Fairbanks, and dude, your 7, 8, 9 could be, Pete Fairbanks, Will Vest, and Kyle Finnegan. Obviously not in an order. AJ Hinch doesn't like to use term like a set of man, a seventh, eighth, and ninth. So he pitches whoever, like the matchup and stuff. But you'll get Tyler Holton in there too. You'll get, I mean, I'm not sure who next year. You might have Cater Montero coming into high leverage next year as a reliever. So, Tigers did get someone, Drew Anderson. He was in the farm system a couple years ago in 24. Had a great year for the KBO team in Japan. So he had an under 3 ERA. So if this guy could be something, that would be very, very neat for the Tigers. Neat. Yeah, not a lot of baseball to talk about for sure. Breaking news: Dodgers signed closing pitcher Edwin Diaz, 3-year deal. Not great. Yeah, I mean the best closer in baseball, argue a wall, is going to the back-to-back World Series champions. That was their biggest, only problem they had was their bullpen, and they just got the best closer in all of baseball, Edwin Diaz. Yeah, ruining baseball. He can say whatever. They're really not making next year looking good about the lockout. I'm not even gonna lie. The salary cap is gonna come very soon if they keep doing this. I mean, I think the world is gonna lose it if the Dodgers get Tarek Skubal or Kyle Tucker. The world's already lost it, but I mean, this is gonna be insane if they get one of those guys. Yeah, the best pitcher in all of baseball as a closer is a Dodger. Not the best for sure. Now they got Blake Trinan, Edwin Diaz. You probably won't see Roki go back to the bullpen, but still insane. In other news, Kyle Schwarber signs a 5-year extension with the Philadelphia Phillies. There were news about going to the Pirates, and the Mets were offered a deal for him, but ultimately he goes back to the Phillies. And they also extend Rob Thompson, so they kind of need to rebuild this, keep this team intact before going into more free agency or anything. Yeah, good move from the Phillies. In other news, World Baseball Classic stuff, we got Randy Arozarena is going to be playing for Team Mexico along with Jarren Duran. We also got a couple for Dominican Republic. Junior Caminero and Geraldo Perdomo is going to be playing for Dominican Republic. So yeah, that's really exciting. A lot of exciting World Baseball Classic. That's going to be so much fun, like it always is. Yeah. But we'll talk about the Pistons, man. Pistons are again hot, man. They are still the best team in the East. They just beat the Bucks. And this team literally like keeps winning, man. It's very fun to watch. Cade Cunningham every night just going to work, man. It really is impressive to see from Cade. Um, Measly 23 points, but still, um, he always gets the assist, 12 assists on the team. Um, Isaiah Stewart with a good game. Yeah. Pistons 19 and 5. That is impressive, dude. That is insane. Good to see. Yeah, they beat the Trailblazers. Dude, Jeremy Grant went off against us. Old team, 29 points, 4 from 9 from the 3. Yikes. Um, but yeah, LeBron James does lose his consecutive streaks of 10 plus points. Very unselfish play. Has a chance to win it at the buzzer and decides to throw it to the wide open man instead of trying to get his record. He cares about winning, and that's cool. Um, so that was really cool to see. But yeah, LeBron does lose his big streak of 10 plus each game. Um, dude, Oklahoma City Thunder are so good, dude. They have one loss right now. They have one loss. Like what? They're 23 and 1. They have a 15 game win streak. And yeah, they have the draft pick from the Clippers who are 6 and 18. So this league is cooked for sure. Um Yikes. Not great to see for sure. But yeah, let's get into some NFL. Um Football. Yeah, I mean, we had a great week of football for it was some good games for sure. We'll start Thursday night. Detroit Lions keep the playoff hopes alive. I mean, thank you, man. That was needed that, dude. Needed that for sure. Dak Prescott throws for 376 and a touchdown, 2 picks. Um None of them were really his fault, but like brutal sucks to be you. Javonte Williams was 67 rushing yards. Um, yeah, but I mean, CD Lamb was absolutely destroying us before he got hurt. Went down with a concussion. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, he had 121 in like the first half. He was going berserk. And yeah, George Pickens got absolutely locked up by Rock Ya-Sin. What an insane game from Rock Ya-Sin. I mean, this guy after injury after injury after injury to the secondary, these guys have stepped up in so many big ways. Guys like Rock Ya-Sin, Arthur Moulette a couple of weeks ago. Dude, these guys have been oh my gosh, so impressive for the Detroit Lions. It's actually giving me hope for the future because it's the next man up mentality with Dan Campbell, and it really is. I mean, Rock Ya-Sin looked so good in this game, and even last week he absolutely locked up Mecca Ibuka a couple weeks ago. Like this guy has been a bulldog for the Detroit Lions. Very impressive to see. Jared Goff with a great game, 25 for 34, 309 and a touchdown. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs is that guy. I mean, 3 rushing touchdowns and had 7 receptions for 77 yards. Yeah. I mean, Jared Goff is just throwing screen passes to him, and he's just taking it far. Like, it's very good. And this guy is the best running back in football, and I do not care. Jonathan Taylor had a great year, but what Jahmyr Gibbs can do on a football field is just impressive, dude. It's insane. I mean, in a couple years when Jahmyr Gibbs is going to be our star running back, obviously, like the only guy who might have a backup that's not that good, like no when Dave Montgomery leaves, this guy is going to be that guy, getting a lot of the touches. So it's good to see. Lions do win at 44-30. Yeah, it was a controversial call there at the end. Um, Sucks. I mean, like first off, they were down 10. And that doesn't even, if they don't get that, they call it, what it should have been a defensive pass interference. You don't even get the touchdown. The defense has been pretty good in the red zone for the Lions. But not just that. Like, So we'll say you score a touchdown there. It's still a 3 point game, and Dan Campbell is as aggressive as it comes for play calling and stuff. And literally, when the Lions got the ball back after that field goal, we scored in 3 plays. We scored in 3 plays. So what do you think is going to be different? It's not going to be much different, dude. It's the same play call from Dan Campbell. He doesn't care if the score is 7 points or 3. He's going to be aggressive, and he throws the ball. 3 plays. Amon-Ra Brown had a great game. J-Mo had a good game. Like, yeah, okay. If you're really going to say that the refs won them the game, that's pretty pathetic. I mean, at least for last week, or when they played the Eagles, at least that one, Lions would have gotten the ball back to tie the game. It's not even like, that I don't like that one. But, whatever. Seattle versus the Falcons. Yeah, it was, I mean, a 6-6 game at halftime. They go on to win 37-9. Okay. Sure. Yeah, they're very good. Sam Darnold, 3 touchdowns, 250. Yeah, JSN is him too. 2 touchdowns, 92 receiving yards. Um, yeah, he's dang good, and this defense is so good. The Seahawks are very good, dude. I'm scared to play them. If we play them in the playoffs, they're a very good team, and they are. I'm not gonna say the best team, but dude, they are probably the most complete team, bro. The Rams might be better, but dude. And now the Ravens unfortunately do not win. Well, I don't really care, but Aaron Rodgers has a good game, 284 touchdown. DK Metcalf finally had a breakout game, 148. Jalen Warren with a touchdown, but Ravens, I mean Lamar, he just doesn't look great. 219, 1 touchdown, a pick. Derrick Henry 94. Zay Flowers had a couple good catches, but yeah, kind of all right. Oh wow, Shador Sanders, I feel so bad. Not really, don't care. Shador Sanders went insane this game. Shador Sanders threw for 364 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Against the Titans, they're not that great. But, I mean, you got Fannin with 114 and a touchdown. Judy had 76. Judkins had a big catch, like, bro, so many times. And then on the biggest play of the game, a 2 point conversion, and you don't have Shador out there, but whatever. Sad news. Colts versus Jaguars, division game. Potentially could be for the division. And Daniel Jones goes down with an injury. Riley Leonard did look good, but he's also hurt. Yeah, sucks for the Colts, man. Sucks. 74 and a touchdown for Jonathan Taylor. Looks like they're calling up Phillip Rivers. So that's going to be crazy. But, yeah, not good for Colts fans for sure. Vikings destroy the Commanders 31-0. 9 looks very good. I will say that. He did look good. 163 and 3 touchdowns. Dude, how did they get this much points? Crazy. Yeah. Jets, Dolphins, what a snooze fest. I mean, it was high scoring. Devon A-Chain, man, that guy's him. 92 rushing yards, a touchdown, and then, had 13 yards. But yeah. Great game from A-Chain like he does every year. Buccaneers, dude, Tyler Shuck had a game, bro. He was shucking that thing. Okay. Yeah. He actually wasn't, but it was in the pun. But yeah, Tyler Shuck, 144, 1 pick, not great. But Bucks, I mean Baker Fraudfield, as I should say, 122, a touchdown and a pick. I mean, brutal, dude. Bucky Irving couldn't really get anything going. I mean, 55 is not great, or it's not, it's all right. And then, dude, it could have been the game of the year if the Bengals came back. This would have been insane. 2 costly picks for Joe Burrow. Weird to see, a pick 6, and then the next play was a pick. It's like, yo, what are we doing here, Joe? Yeah, Josh Allen is that guy. With the game on the line and they don't cover, why are you not having a spy on Josh Allen? 3rd and 15. They get the ball back. The Bengals could have. But instead, Josh Allen runs for 15 yards and gets the first down and ices the game. Not great play calling. Obviously, dude, Zach Taylor needs to go. Brutal. T. Higgins had a great one-handed catch. 92, 2 touchdowns. Jamar Chase. Didn't really throw to Jamar, 5 for 44. But yeah, great game for the Bills and probably eliminated the Bengals, which I really wanted to see a comeback from the Bengals, but whatever. Bo Nix, they win. Dude, they just keep winning. It's not the prettiest games every time, but dude, I want to say the Broncos are the worst 11-2 team ever. It might be true, but dude, they just keep winning, man. Good teams do win. Uh, Bo Nix had an all right game, 212, 31-38, very accurate. But yeah, like bro, good teams just win these games. I mean, they obviously they won it by a touchdown, but yeah. Chicago versus Packers needed this win for the Packers, and they do. Costly interception to lose the game for Caleb Williams on 4th and 1 at the 5 or whatever. You know, yeah, brutal. I mean, it was a good game, back and forth, kind of. Jordan Love, 3 touchdowns a pick. I mean, he didn't play that great. Josh Jacobs, 86 and a touchdown, and then Christian Watson, 89. Yeah, needed that for Lions for sure. Good win. And then Puka Nakua is that guy. MVP Stafford, it's unreal. Matthew Stafford, 281, 3 touchdowns. Blake Corum, ooh, 128 and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Puka with 167 and 2 touchdowns. Crazy. He's that guy. Dude, Lions versus Rams is going to be the game of the year. Not only is it Jared Goff versus the Rams and Stafford against the Lions, I mean, this is one of the best teams in football facing a team that kind of needs to win out to make the playoffs. A hungry Lions team, secondary beat up like crazy. It's going to be a 48-45 type of game. I mean, Los Angeles Rams offense is so good. The Lions offense is very good. If they can contain the defensive line of, Jared Verse and them, this is going to be a great game. Jared Goff needs to do good against his old team. Um, this could be a playoff matchup potentially, but yeah, two great teams, two hot offenses going against the Lions who don't have a great defense, and then, the Rams have a good one. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Yeah, what a game. Dude, nothing brings me more joy than seeing Jalen Hurts do this. I mean, Jalen Hurts had one of the worst performances I've ever seen, and I've seen J.J. McCarthy play football, and this was probably the worst. I mean, I saw a thing, if he literally spiked the ball every single play, he would have had a better QBR. Jalen Hurts has 4 interceptions, a fumble, and it could have been a 5th interception, but they ruled it a drop. One of the worst games I've seen Jalen Hurts. Overthrowing guys, underthrowing guys. I mean, one of the balls, A.J. Brown, he chucked a wobbler. Very bad ball. Could have gotten A.J. Brown hurt. He dropped it and it was an interception. And then with the game on the line, he throws off the back foot into double coverage and he gets batted and intercepted. This is kind of a big win for the Chargers, kind of needing to win a couple more games to get into the playoffs. Herbert didn't really look good either, but I mean, does enough to win in overtime against the Eagles. 8-5, and then Chargers go 9-4. Eagles have this division still not locked up, which is insane to say. Which is not one of the worst divisions, but a very, very bad division. Kind of getting bailed by that. They really need to win a couple games. They got a couple against the Commanders, so it shouldn't be that hard, but dude, it would be hilarious if the Cowboys come back and win this division. Because they don't have that bad of a schedule. Both of them are pretty easy, to be honest, but, I mean, yeah, Devonta Smith didn't really do anything. A.J. Brown did have a good game, but, yeah, like, bro, 4 interceptions. This is the first time that someone's thrown an interception, they fumbled it, he got the ball back and they fumbled it. He pretty much lost me my fantasy playoff league, which, yeah, don't ask me why we're doing fantasy football playoffs in week 14 or 15. Kind of weird. But, yeah, I mean, very bad game from Jalen Hurts. Yeah, kind of overrated, I'm not going to lie. Super bad quarterback. Top 10 quarterback. Okay, buddy, sure. Texans versus Chiefs. Yeah. Chiefs' reign is over, man. They finally don't win the AFC West for the first time since like 2015. Yeah, Mahomes had 3 interceptions. One wasn't really his fault. Travis Kelce had a terrible game. I mean, how many targets did Travis Kelce have? 5 targets. He caught one ball for 8 yards. Kind of lost me my fantasy league, so playoffs. So thank you. But yeah, Mahomes didn't look great. CJ Stroud, dude, Texans defense is so good, dude. They have one of the best defense I've ever seen. Like, uh, Alshir had a pick. Uh, Jalen Petrie had a pick. But dude, I mean, when you got a defensive line of Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, bro, like, and then your secondary is Derek Stingley. It's also very good. Yeah, it's very good. His team is very, very solid. They really do have a chance to kind of go far in the playoffs with their defense. Whatever their defense will take them, that's how far they'll go. Now let's talk about the Lions' chance. Lions got 4 games left. They play the Rams, the Steelers, the Vikings, and the Bears. I think we can get 3 wins. We kind of need 4. Um, the Bears have to play the Browns, the Packers, the 49ers, and the Lions. I think the Bears are going to miss the playoffs. The Browns are so slept on. They have one of the best defenses, and Shador looked very good. So I think they might lose that game. Need the Bears to win against the Packers, though. And then they play the 49ers. That's going to be a good, like, dude. Packers play the Broncos, Bears, Ravens, Vikings. Dude, these are going to be some good games. And then, Lions kind of got to, after the Rams, it's like Steelers, Vikings, Bears. That's kind of, might depend on the playoffs in week 18. They'll probably make that a night game. But yeah, these are going to be some good games. I mean, yeah, kind of a shorter one for sure, but thank you all so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Woo! Ugh. Boobies. Dude.
In next week for another dose of basement sports, the ultimate prognosis. Sean and Ethan signing off. Peace out. Keep the sports spirit alive.